Hello, this is Al Judge. Welcome to another lesson from my book, From Photos to Art with Photoshop. In this video, we're going to combine 27 individual images to create one single image by using Photomerge. And we're going to start off by just opening the images, browse and bridge. So here's the 27 images we're going to use, and they're already selected, so all I have to do is double click on any one. And as you can see, they're loading rather quickly. And now that they're all open in tabs, and we can verify that coming down the side here, we can see all the different files. Okay, to combine all of these together, we need to go to File, Automate, Photomerge. And when we do, we get this Photomerge screen. And I'm going to say Add Open Files. We have selected Blend Images Together. We have automatic setup for the layout. There are other choices you can use here, but I found from experience that auto is probably your best bet in almost any case. If you ever run into a problem where auto doesn't work, you might try one of these others, but in general they're going to cause you more trouble than they're going to help. So I would stick with auto. So we have the open file. All we have to do is just click OK, and Photoshop is going to do everything else for us. So now these are relatively low resolution images. The original images would have taken much longer to do this. Size them down so this would go rather quickly. And what Photoshop is doing right now is it's making a layer from each one of these images and putting it in a new file. Okay, now it's aligning all the layers. Each of these images has about a 30% overlap with its adjacent image to allow Photoshop to align these. So now you can see all the layers on the right hand side in the layers panel. It's now creating layer masks for all those layers. And so now it's created a single image. And if we come over here, we can see that we have all these, it's actually 27 layers. For each layer, you can see how much the layer mask is showing. So in most cases, any one of these layers is only contributing a small portion to the image. So let's just change the visibility of this particular layer so we can see the typical effect. And you can see where it took it out right there in the middle. There's another one. So it's like pieces of a puzzle. Now just to comment on when I took this image, what I typically do is I set my camera up on a tripod. I pick a spot right in the center here, align my camera and I focus, and I set my aperture to a very small aperture so I have a significant depth of field, and then I will raise my camera up so I get something up in this area. I then move to this side and I start taking images where I have about 30% overlap in consecutive images. So I will come down along this line, drop down to the middle here, come back, drop down again, and come across. And if necessary, I'll come down again and go across one more time. Normally I will do about 3 rows, making sure that I have overlap in every picture. So as you can see, now we have a composite. I'm going to crop this. I'm going to start off with the straighten tool. This is a canyon wall in West Fork, just north of Sedona, Arizona, and it overhangs Oak Creek, so that's why we're seeing the reflection here at the bottom. That's Oak Creek. This is the canyon wall. We have a reflection. So the line here where the water meets the wall is going to be perfectly horizontal. So if I drag this level line across there, I'm telling Photoshop that this is a horizontal line in my image, and when I release my mouse, it's going to rotate. So it's now perfectly horizontal, and I can bring in my cropping. I'll come down to here, and I will come up a little from the bottom. Can actually extend this back out a little. And come in a little bit here. And I could come all the way over here, but I would like to keep more of my image. So I'm going to stop right there. And I will commit to that cropping. And now you can see we have a single image that we can now proceed with adjustment layers and whatever else we want to do to refine and improve this image. To get our best image, we really need to flatten this image, turn all these layers into a single image. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to flatten the image. And now when I take this tool, it will do its job. So there we have our single image, and again we can start applying adjustment layers and really refine and improve this image and bring some life to it. So that's the lesson on merging numerous images into a single image. With my original 27 images, which were all high resolution, this combined image is 5 feet wide, 3 feet high when printed at full size, and 240 pixels per inch. So it's a rather enormous image, and it has incredible amount of detail in it. And that's one of the advantages of merging all these images rather than just trying to take a straight on shot. When this is blown up, you can really see the details. And even here we used relatively low resolution, but you can see all the detail in the rock. So that's another lesson in Photoshop. What I wanted to demonstrate here is that you can use Photomerge for more than just a panoramic shot. Anytime you want to get a lot of detail in an image, you can use your Photomerge, take a series of images and stitch them together. So that's all for right now. I'll see you in the next lesson.